Hi, my name is Rick, and today I want to show you how you can supercharge your welcome programs with real-time data in Whiteboards. At the end, effectively, you will see how we can send different messages depending on the local weather in the recipient's destinations, like you can see here on the screen. Let's begin. So this is a whiteboard flow that you're already familiar with. So when someone enters the group, we'll do a couple of things, and then we will send the email message. But in this case, we're splitting the flow based on the response from a HTTP request, as you can see here. If I click here, I can see that we're calling the weather API. And let me show you where you configure this. So here's in the credential store, I've created a connection to Open Weather Map API. There are many other different APIs that provide a similar service, but I prefer this one. And this contains the authentication token as well as the personalization for this city. As you notice here, we can personalize this URL parameter with custom attributes, and in this case, it's city. Then we also define the parser, which is basically explaining to map which response parameters we would like to receive. And then the multiple event is basically where you're doing the split. So you're defining what does cold weather and what does warm weather mean. In this case, the cold weather is when the weather is less than 10 degrees, and the warm weather is the weather that's greater than 10 degrees. Arguably, it's still pretty cold, but it's still warmer than less than 10. And then based on that split, we're sending two different messages. So this email for the warm weather, for the cold weather, is being sent when it's less than 10 degrees, and this email is being sent when it's warmer than 10 degrees. And also it's important to include some additional parameters. So you'll see soon in a message, we're also including the weather icon and the actual weather. So you need to pass those parameters into the message. So let's activate the flow and test this out. So the whiteboard is now published, and let's test signing up. So I'm going to sign up from Edinburgh, and at the same time, I'm going to sign up from London. Here we go. And there you go. Two messages have been received. One went down the cold flow and the other one went down the warm flow. So let's have a look at my inbox. So I can see I have two messages right here. Let's have a look at the warm message. So we can see here there's sunny, 12 degrees in London, and we're promoting trainers. However, if I go to the other message, this message was sent to Edinburgh. It's 3 degrees in Edinburgh, and here we're promoting woolly hats. So this was just one of many examples of how you can supercharge your whiteboards using real-time data. The other things you can do is retrieve loyalty scores from the loyalty platforms and personalize them in email. Or you can get the case status from Zendesk to decide how to proceed to the message. Perhaps there's a complaint scenario right now. Or you can post a message to Slack to your team every time a significant order has been registered. You can also push an audience into Facebook if you'd like to retarget a particular individual, or you can retrieve personalized offers from an offer management system if there is an offer that's stored for that individual customer, or even retrieve relevant content from a CMS. Perhaps the customer has just told you about their interest, and you can retrieve a message from CMS that is relevant for a particular interest. Schedule a session with one of our consultants to learn more tips on how you can supercharge your marketing.